When I was in middle school, my mom came out as a lesbian, and suddenly an entire community turned their backs on us. At the time, she was an artist, and we were part of a close community where our days were spent creating and volunteering with our neighbors. I was in Girl Scouts, and my mom was our troop leader. She was the volunteer coordinator and beloved crosswalk guard at our elementary school. When she came out, friends disappeared from our lives as we were deemed threats by parents needing to protect their children from our terrible influence. Our Girl Scout troop disbanded. Harassed, assaulted, isolated, and banned from the community where we once felt so loved, I couldn't understand. In all of that turmoil, my mom introduced me to the pink triangle symbol used by queer activists. She told me how it was used to label gay men and trans women targeted by the Nazis during the Holocaust. She told me how it had been reclaimed by those fighting for the rights of people like her and families like ours. Learning about those who survived and those who fought for our existence gave that angry little kid enough hope to keep fighting. I'm heartbroken to lose so much of that progress I worked for as an adult. I also think that is why I was so moved to see this exhibition at the Kimball Art Museum. The visual story of modern art and politics in Germany 1910 through 1945 took visitors through this shifting world of a century ago that felt far too familiar as I read the descriptions of each section. I cried my way through, but seeing the history of those who created and resisted has given me the strength I need to stay in the fight. Reading the stories of those who couldn't openly create for years but turned their art into a form of resistance and later into a record of accountability and processing the horrors they endured reminded me we are part of a bigger story, linking the past to the present and to the future. I've been so afraid for myself and loved ones once again as we lose those protections we had worked hard for over the past century. I'm no less afraid, but I'm reminded why I spoke up in the first place and why I stayed in the fight after rounds and rounds of violence and threats in the past. I know where I stand.